And greetings everybody, and welcome to another JeSter Reviews. And today, here in the UK, we have a very snowy day indeed. So, yes, I thought I'd take time out to bring you this review. Now today, we'll be looking at the Suliban Silik Flight Deck Assault Carrier. Now this is the fleet variant, and because it's the fleet variant, you actually get an extra console. Now, because I've taken it up to a T6-X, we now have 12 consoles on the ship as opposed to the 10 that comes with the C-Store ship. So I've got one extra universal console and an extra tactical console, which takes up to 12. So if you are thinking of uprating a ship to a T6-X, yeah, it might be better to get the fleet variant first before uprating. Having said that, I've got a few ships that I've uprated to T6-X status without having them being a fleet variant. But anyhow, that's just a general piece of advice, is that, because I have noticed that I have lost out on a few consoles in the past by not going to a fleet variant ship. Anyhow, moving on. The Suliban Silik Assault Carrier, well, that featured in Star Trek Enterprise with Jonathan Archer. If you remember, he was pursued by the Suliban. You know, with the little round ships that actually come with this carrier, and this ship was also there. Yeah, so it is rather odd shaped, isn't it? It's unusual. Yeah. Got a couple of spiky things on the front. I've always said that things with spiky things on the front look menacing. However, this doesn't look that menacing, to be honest with you. Now, I do normally fly this with the ball vanity shield on, which I think makes it look really menacing. But for the sake of this video, I thought I'd leave it alone for now because, yeah, one, you can't actually see it very well. And, well, I just thought I'd fancy a change, to be honest with you. Right. So, without further ado, let's have a quick look at the Wiki stats, shall we? So here we go. This is the Fleet Suliban Silik Flight Deck Assault Carrier. And for those of you who've just spotted a change in the tone of the microphone, I do apologise. My other microphone just, well, died for some strange reason. But anyhow, there you go. So this is a tier 6 and it's a T6-X. So we are actually going to get one extra universal console. And because it's a fleet variant, we are also going to get one extra tactical console, as the C-Store ship actually comes with 3 tactical consoles. So you are actually getting 4 with the fleet variant. Right, so at level 65 for the fleet variant, you're getting a hull of 64,350. We have a really decent hull modifier of 1.43. Now, anything above 1.3 is a really good ship to be using as a tank, if that's what you're looking at. We have a shield modifier of 1.1, which is not really. Yeah, I'd like to have seen it a little bit higher, but anyway, you can't moan, can you? Anyway, we have a shield modifier of 1.1, turn rate of 9, and an impulse of 0.17. We have an inertia rating of 40, and we get a bonus power of +5 to all power levels. Now, this ship comes with a Lieutenant Commander Universal Station, a Lieutenant Commander Tactical Stroke Command Station, and a Lieutenant Tactical Station, with a Commander Engineering Station, and finally an Ensign Science Station. Here we go with the consoles. We have 4 Tactical, 5 Engineering, and 2 Science, and because this is going to be a T6-X, we've got an extra universal console. Its abilities include Romulan Battle Cloak, Shield Frequency Modulation, Attract Fire, Launch Suliban Veil Fighters, and Carrier Commands. The Admiralty cards are as follows: 57 Tactical, no, I stand corrected, 57 Engineering, 41 Tactical, and 19 science. So very quickly, here are the stats. I've got the hull up to 116,543. We have a power transfer rate of 262.5%. The shield regeneration is 431.7. The 4 rear, right and left shields are 24,310. The resists are quite cool actually. I'm quite surprised that I've got them this high. I think this ship is one of the ships that I've had the most highest resists on, to be honest with you, but there you go. They're all in the mid 50s, late 40s range, more mid 50s. What we're like on the radiation resist, we're up on the radiation resist. I'm normally down on that, so that's not too bad. Kinetic resist 49.3%, not bad at all. We have an accuracy rating of 109, which I'm pleased with. Critical chance of 36.8%, which, yeah, for all you new starters out there, you should be aiming for something above 20%. And a critical severity of 177.6%. Again, if you can, above 120%. Now, moving on to the build. Now, I am going to skip across this build quite quickly, so because I am aware of how long this can actually take. But I've tried to keep this ship as close to form as possible. Now, it would appear that it's based on Romulan technology, so I decided to give it plasma weapons. And here we have the first one is the advanced piezo plasma dual cannons, and I've picked this because it is part of a 3-piece set which I have put together, and you get a 2% bonus all damage. Here we have the experimental Romulan plasma beam array, and again this is part of a 3-piece set. I'm just rocking 2 of that set, and with that you get another 2% bonus all damage. And this is part of the set with the cannons. This is the advanced piezo photon torpedo launcher, and here again we're getting a 2% bonus all damage. So notice I'm going for the bonus all damage again. And finally I'm rocking 2 Ferenginar plasma dual beam banks. Now the deflector is the Romulan advanced prototype deflector, so I'm actually changing from the meta now, and I'm going with that because of the plus 21.3 starship hull capacity, plus 15 to stealth values, and 2.5 stealth detection. And we also get a plus 10.6 shield capacity and a 69.1 starship shield control expertise and a 47.8 starship drain expertise. And this is part of a 3-piece set. So the next part of that set is the Romulan advanced prototype impulse engines. Again, what attracted me to this was the 31.9 starship weapon amplification. Improves critical hit severity with weapons. And 39.7 flight speed. I'm using the Terran Task Force quantum capacitor warp core, and that's basically 7.5% weapon power to your auxiliary power as bonus power, and it gives me a plus 42.5 starship electroplasma system flow, improves power transfer rate, and a 21.3 starship weapon system performance. Is there anything else that's relevant? 7.5% of your weapon power to your shield power as bonus power. Moving on to the shields. Yeah, 13,113.4 maximum shield capacity. It's got a 10% bleed through. Yeah, most of them have, to be honest with you, but I do like the 5% bleed through. But anyhow, I just wanted the set. 387.4 shield regeneration every 6 seconds. Reduces phaser damage to shields by 20%. 10% chance when hit by directed energy. Attacks gain plus 5% maximum shield capacity for 30 seconds. Stacks up to 10 times. reduces plasma damage to shields by 20%. So this is more or less aimed at phaser usage and plasma. So I don't think it's going to fare very well against disruptors, but anyhow. In the rear, I'm rocking an omnidirectional simulated plasma beam array, which gives me a 360-degree firing arc. I'm running the kinetic cutting beam, again for the 2% bonus all damage, and it is part of a 3-piece set, but I'm only running this one. And finally, the third part of that set with the cannon and torpedo. This is the advanced piezo plasma beam array. Actually, I think I have 4 parts on here. I think, yeah, I have. So this is the universal piezoelectric focuser as well. So that is actually 4 parts on here, but you're only getting 3. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, calm down. I thought I was getting something really good then. No, you're not. But anyhow, so 2% bonus all damage again with this. So the 3P. What am I doing here? What am I doing? What's going on? Right. So what? Let's have a look at details for the 3-piece set. Why did I choose this over the Romulan one? So piezo photon torpedoes are shot. If they're shot down before reaching the target, they will spawn a restorative protomatter field that grants allied players a hull and shield regeneration boost for flying into it. Plus 15 starship hull restoration improves hull healing, and plus 15 starship shield restoration improves shield healing. So that, yeah, to me that's, you know, indicative of a tank. Of course, this is a subjective view, which means, you know, it's just my view really. So again, you can agree or disagree, but this is just my personal point of view really. Anyhow, looking at the 2-piece set, we get a 15% plasma weapon damage as well. So that's quite cool, isn't it? And moving on to the console, the universal IFF manipulator. Let's try and just pull out the pertinent points of this. Plus 10% critical severity with directed energy weapons. Plus 50 starship engineering readiness. Improves engineering bridge officer cooldowns. Right, where am I? But I've lost my thread now. Right, what were I going to do here? Yes, the traits. Right, let's have a look at the masteries, shall we? With this ship. Now, the mastery that comes with this ship is this one. This is the This is the Sea Star ship mastery, because you don't get this with the fleet variant, but this is the one I've got. The majority and minority trait affects anything alive, 10 kilometer sphere. Count allies and foes within 10 kilometers of self. If allies outnumber foes, you get a plus 20 all damage resistance rating, a plus 20% shield hardness, and plus 20% hull regeneration. If foes outnumber allies, then you get a plus 20% all damage, a plus 20% flight speed, and a plus 10% flight turn rate. Okay. Oops. Don't do anything simple, do they? Neither do I. What am I doing? Right, here we are. These are more or less similar to the Sea Star ship, except you don't get the trait. But anyhow, Tier 1, we get physical and kinetic damage resistance, plus 25. Tier 2, we get increased hull regeneration. So it regenerates 1,456.8 hull, 1.25% of your current maximum. Every 3 seconds in space, twice this amount is regenerated out of combat. Tier 3, quick deployment, hangar recharge speed and increased rank gains for hangar pets. 37.1% recharge time, reduction to launching carrier pet crafts, plus 50% rank up XP for all hangar pets. And Tier 4, enhanced hull plating, energy and radiation damage resistance rating, and you get a plus 25 for that. So moving on to the hangar pets, I've actually gone to my fleet and bought the hangar elite Suliban Vale fighters, which if you are a member of a fleet, I would advise you to do that with any carrier that you get. Now, if you're not in a fleet and you do have someone who's in a fleet, see if you can get them to send you an invite, and yeah, you can pick these up. Now, they weren't cheap for dilithium, but I forget what they were now. Yeah, I'll list it below how much they were, but I forget now. Was it $12,000? I wouldn't like to guess, but anyhow, these are fighter gear. We get 4 weapons of plasma beam array, plasma torpedo launcher. You get an aft plasma beam array, reflective hull 3, plus 50 energy damage resistance, and reflects 50% of incoming energy weapon damage, and lasts until 15,000 energy damage has been reflected. 10-second cooldown after depleted. Right, just before we move on, I just wanted to make it clear that the console that I have on this ship, the IFF manipulator, that actually came from the C-Store ship. So if you're actually thinking of going straight to the fleet variant, you won't get the trait and you won't get the console. So I just wanted to make that clear. If you want the trait and the console, you will have to purchase the Suliban ship from the C-Store first. Right, so we've had a decent look at the outside and some of the statistics of this ship. Yeah, yeah, it's a very nice ship. It's been on my bucket list for some time actually, as this ship, and I've been hearing some really good things about it. So I thought, right, the next time we have a deal, and along came the Black Friday deal. So I thought, right, there's the excuse to buy it. So yeah, there we go. Right, so let's take a look at the bridge. Now, don't get excited about this bridge because, as I've said, it appears to be based on Romulan technology. So it looks like the Suliban steal everything, really, which is what was the tale when we were watching Star Trek, wasn't it, with Captain Archer. The Suliban were not only stealing body enhancements, I think they've also stolen some technological enhancements as well, because this is based on Romulan technology. Anyhow, so let's go to the bridge and just have a quick nosy around and just see how the crew are getting on. Right, here we are on the bridge of the Suliban Silik flight deck assault carrier, and as you can see, yes, it is heavily designed around Romulan technology. It's actually the Romulan bridge, if truth be told, but yeah, it would have been nice to see a Suliban bridge, wouldn't it? But anyhow, we are where we are. Right, so let's have a quick look around here. What is this station? Let's have a look here. Ah, contact. So that's the duty officer's station. And do you know, every time I come on this bridge, that gentleman there is always staring around. He doesn't seem to be doing anything, does he? He's always watching what other people are doing. Yeah. Oh, he's taking a good interest at me, hasn't he? Right, well, I think we're going to have a word with number one. Hello there, number one. I just thought I'd have a quiet word. The pilot at the back there, he seems to be watching you for some strange... You've noticed? Oh, you've noticed. Right, okay. Well, I think he might be a member of the Tal Shiar, you know. What do you reckon? You thought Section 31? No, he's Romulan. He's Romulan. He's got to be. He's got to be Tal Shiar. What do you mean he could be Suliban? No, he's not Suliban. He's definitely Romulan, I can tell. What do you mean he could be Vulcan? Well, he could be Vulcan as well. How do you know what a Suliban looks like? You don't know, you've never seen one. Well, how do you know what it looks like? Never mind. I've never seen a Suliban either, but never mind. Well, I'll have a chat with him and see what he has to say about it. Hello there, crewman or pilot. I've noticed that you just sit there on a regular basis and just stare at others. Yeah, don't get excited. I'm just interested as to... Yeah, relax. So, what do you mean you don't take orders from Starfleet? Well, okay then. So what are you going to do? Just sit there and do nothing? You are? Ah, right. Well, I see. Well, don't get excited. Don't get excited. Right. Well. Carry on doing nothing. Carry on. Yeah. Carry on. Excuse me, pilot. The gentleman at the back there doesn't seem to be doing any work, and he's not interested. What do you mean he's upset? Well, I'm upset. You know, I'm the captain. Don't forget, he can't just refuse orders. Oh, he was the captain before he was replaced by me. Ah, right. Okay. Right. Well, okay then. Right. We'll move on. Got myself in the right pickle there, haven't I? Right. So here we have the bank station, and as always, I do like these pop-up consoles. These are really cool, aren't they? I forget what these are. What is this one? Access to library files. Yeah. So I do like the way these pop up. It's really cool. Really cool. Right, so we hang on, I'm stuck here. How do I get out of here? Right, okay. Yeah, we need to get that chair sorted out. Goodness me. Right, okay. Right. So the screen's not much to look at really, and it is static. So yeah, whichever way you move, it doesn't do anything, does it? But never mind. So I won't show you the rest of the ship because I'm sure you're familiar by now of the aesthetics of the interior of the Romulan ships, and they are quite cool actually. I really do like them, and the seats, the captain's seat is excellent, really comfortable. But anyhow, moving on. So we've had a look at the outside, we've had a look at the statistics. So let's take her into battle and see how she performs, shall we? So here we are. Remain Klingon. This is the latest event that we're going to take part in. Number 1. That pilot is still looking at me. Do you think I should phaser him? Oh, here we go. Wow.
The Empire, and no vengeance.
You heard me, Laurel.
Well, that certainly was a knock 'em down, drag 'em out fight, wasn't it? And I think she equipped herself really well in that. That was really a heated exchange, wasn't it? So there we are. There are the little Suliban ships there, flying around us, protecting us. Oh, that was a really, really cool fight, wasn't it? Really enjoyed that. Really cool. Right, so I will now leave you to the rest of your day, because it looks like I'm going to have to go out and clear my driveway of snow. But I hope you've enjoyed this review, and please don't forget, if you haven't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, and yeah, give us a like as well. That always makes our day. And yeah, I'll leave you to it. So without further ado, this is JeSter signing off. Number one, he's still looking at me. I think I should phaser him. Shall I stun him? Just get me, just once, just let me.